All right, yo, what is going on, guys? Flamebreaker here, and welcome back to the monthly series where I tell you what things are coming out in the specific month in the specific year. Today, we got April 2026, and we got some pretty good stuff. So, I'll just hop right into it. If you guys want to see more of this content in the future, be sure to like and sub, and let's get into it. Now, first off is actually not a video game, though I sometimes do talk about things like video game movies and all of that. But this is one I really wanted to talk about. Mall Shadow Lord coming on April 6th. So, this is essentially kind of what happens to Maul during Order 66 and after it. So, I think it takes place during Bad Batch Season 2, like around that time, because you can see hold on. The stormtroopers have this armor, which was seen in that show. I think it was season 2 or like the end of season 1 where they gave that to the soldiers. I don't remember. Maul is now out for vengeance and wants to rebuild his criminal empire after he gets a force vision. And he actually takes on this girl right here, who I do not remember the name of, and makes her his apprentice pretty much. There is kind of one guy, yeah, this person over here. Hold on, there, get a better shot. This person here, you're trying to, tell her that like Maul is not our ally. I don't think that's really gonna help very much. So this has a similar upload schedule to Daredevil Born Again, where it's like weekly episodes airing. Maul will be confronting the Inquisitor known as the First Brother, who I think actually talks now. I don't think he used to talk. This looks absolutely insane. It's being made by Dave Filoni, so the series is already being made by an incredible creator. It does kind of look like as well that Maul's Death Watch is back, at least in some way, with that shot of the Mandalorians hitting that speeder car or the like little transport speeder earlier, and then this shot right here where it kind of looks like that. And check, I want to show you this. Look at this. This looks like something straight out of The Force Unleashed. This series is going to be absolutely insane. But with that, let's just move on to the first game on this list. Jumping ahead to the 16th, we have Tamagotchi Life Livin' the Dream. So this kind of looks a lot like Animal Crossing. So if you're into that, uh, this may be the game for you. The kind of overview of this game is it's a social Animal Crossing like game where you design your own me characters and just hang out. You can do some like kind of like role play esque style things since you're able to like interact and like eat things like earlier when you see this this right part right here. You can relax on various beach chairs, do something on computers. I'm not fully sure what that is, and just have a good time. So it's just kind of like a chill style, hang out with your friends or family type of thing. And I will say the customization looks really good. As you can see, they show this in this video here, so you can get help or do it from scratch. You can just see what like shave the face you want, the eyes, that kind of the standard me making stuff from like the Wii era and that kind of thing. But then there's also some more advanced customization options like all of these, and even the ability to like kind of draw on them. I don't know if that's, like, actually gonna, like, be on your character or if it's just, like, a T-shirt decal. I'm kinda curious. Oh, yeah, add face paint, so I guess it will be on the character. Obviously, you can change the stature of your character and, change your stats. I did not expect stats in a game like this, but, okay. On the island that the game takes place in, you'll be able to customize it and use majority of the stores. So you can see there's kind of like a tire. This one looks kind of like a, formal clothing shop. Bite Price. I'm guessing that's like some restaurant. Pa- Pallet House. I think that's what that says. I guess that's in the restaurant. Fresh Kingdom looks like a grocery store. This looks like a department store maybe. This is like a furniture store. There's a Ferris wheel over here, and then these look like just random houses. We got some more gameplay here where you can basically act like the little like yellow dude from Google Maps and like fling him around. So that's kind of funny, and it does kind of have like a Sims like progression system almost, where like you talk and like make friends with people with like the NPCs and all that. But overall, this looks pretty fun. I think they're definitely doing their best to like separate this game from Animal Crossing, and it does look like Nintendo is doing their best to give it its own identity. And it looks like they're doing good. I can definitely see that there's like there's differences between Animal Crossing and this game, but even though if they are quite similar. But this game's coming out on the 16th, like I said, and let's move on to the next game. Also on the 16th, we got Mouse PI for Hire. Now, this is the animations in this game are just flat out stunning. Like, I don't know how they've done this. This literally looks like something straight out of like a 20th century cartoon. And this is a video game. Like, I don't know how they did this. So the story for this game is that the character that you're playing as is named Jack. He is a former war hero turned private investigator, and he's working on cases. I know it says 31926, but that's not the case. That's not the case. So Jack goes out on various cases. There are three overlapping ones about a missing magician, some girl named Betsy, and something else that I do not remember. And it has a bit of an Alan Wake 2 style investigation system where you'll need to take photos of things, as you can see in one of this shot here, and put them on the chalkboard. So again, kind of Alan Wake 2 esque style. This game does feature Troy Baker as Jack. Obviously, this is a first-person shooter game, and you'll be able to traverse multiple maps in this black and white, nitty-gritty, style, like the old noir style gameplay, like a feel to it, with literal like 20th century Disney animations. So again, I have no idea how they did this. I might make videos on this. I'm not sure. So this is coming out on the 16th, not March 19th. We've already had that. But yeah, let's move on to the next game. I'll be honest, I did not expect this at all, but Little Nightmares is getting a VR game titled Little Nightmares VR Altered Echoes. So in this game, you play as Dark Six, a character who is trying to become whole again. And essentially, they're just exploring this new, like, crazy realm and trying to find almost like echoes of past events and piece them together. I don't really know if this is if like Dark Six has lost their memory and like they're just trying to get their memory back, or they're just like not whole, like physically not whole without all those memories. So obviously everybody in this game, everybody, like all the enemies are just giant, and that's kind of the thing with Little Nightmares. You're generally playing as like a 1 centimeter tall protagonist, while everybody is like 10 feet tall. And as you can probably tell, I really don't need to say this maybe, but yeah, this is a horror game, very much a horror game. So you'll be hiding and running from various monsters and enemies while luring them away. Very alien isolation style. So this game does come out on the 23rd, and yeah, let's move on to the next game. I remember seeing this trailer at the Game Awards and getting so hyped. This is Diablo 4 Lord of Hatred. So I know Diablo 4 is I think Diablo 4 is a bit of a mixed bag when it comes to fans. I personally absolutely love it. The gameplay is a lot of fun. I've enjoyed the story so far, and DLC adds a whole bunch of stuff for you to do, such as two new classes. This class right here, the Paladin, and the Warlock, who actually just recently got added to Diablo 2 Resurrected. So it's kind of funny how they're adding warlocks in both of their games. There's a new campaign taking place in the Skovos region. I hope I'm saying that right. And they're also adding fishing, a new war plan mode, which is apparently supposed to help you during the end game. I'm not actually sure if that they're talking about the end game of the this DLC's campaign or the base game's campaign, but they've added a revamped skill system. So I'd imagine that giant Lilith demon looking dude is the main villain of this. But for all I know, this dude could just be a minion for the main big bad, though I do find it very unlikely. Anyway, so this DLC does come out on the 28th, and I am super excited for this, and let's move on to our next game. Now we got a really fun one here. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Empire City. So this is another VR title coming on the 30th, and you basically get to play as all four turtles in a plot that I did not research beforehand. So yeah, I really should have done that. Anyway, but you'll be able to play as all four turtles and take on the Foot Clan, and I guess Shredder is going to be the final boss, and I think that's supposed to be Karai. Yeah, that's got to be Karai. Um, anyway, so this is going to be on Steam VR as well as MetaQuest. So whichever one you have, you should be able to get it. I don't know if it is a MetaQuest 3 exclusive. It doesn't look like it is. Now, it does appear that you're going to be able to explore the Ninja Turtles hideout and interact with various things like a random donut and various workout equipment. So, and of course, pizza, obviously. But this does look like a hack and slash VR game. Almost reminds me of Deadpool VR. And of course, we got Rocksteady here. I'm assuming Bebop will be in it as well. So there'll be all sorts of fun bosses. So this game does come out on the 30th. And again, it should be on every VR thing. So regardless of what you have, you should be able to play it. But let's move on to the next game. Here we have Invincible Versus. This is a 2D fighting game with invincible characters. So they've got obviously all these characters here. They got Invincible, Omni-Man, as well as many other characters. I don't think they've revealed the full roster yet because they've added updates to the character roster every couple of months, as they've revealed more characters for this game. So they could have already revealed the full roster. They may have not. This does have a 3v3 tag mode, as you can see, so you'll be able to swap between characters almost like the Marvel vs. Capcom games or the upcoming Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. Now, one cool thing is, I don't know if they're going to reveal it in this clip, but there's some. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah. So this game does feature Mortal Kombat brutality like moves. So I don't know exactly if they'll work just like Mortal Kombat or not, but if you do a specific move and that move causes the enemies to lose all their health, a special move will happen where you just flat out kill them. Just delete their heads, as with Mark or Invincible, or in Adam Eve's case, just delete their head and their arms. And there are all sorts of these moves. I don't know if all the characters are going to have multiple. I'd imagine so, but that would be sick if they did. And there is blood physics, as you can see. So the more you fight, the more of your enemy's blood will get on your suit. And I'm guessing your blood will get on your suit. I don't know if it's only for the other person. And it does appear to that this game will have suit damage. It's because I can't tell if this skin for Mark is going to be just like a damaged one that you're going to be able to equip, or if there's again full on suit damage where the more damage you'll do, the more messed up the person's suit would be. I would personally love that if they did. It would definitely make them stand out a little more from other fighting games, but that's my opinion. So this game does come out on the 30th as well, and let's move on to our final game. Finally, also coming out on the 30th is Saros, a game where you explore this planet called Carcoa. Carcora? It's one of those two. And this is a sci-fi roguelike where you play as this character who I do not remember the name of. Okay, don't flame me. I don't do enough research for these videos. I'm aware of that. I'm trying to get better. But either way, you play as this character who I don't know if it is it yeah, you play as this dude, and we got some gameplay right here, just you know, pretty basic stuff for to start out on. Here's some of the gameplay. The gameplay honestly reminds me of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, like the kind of like pacing of it and the like the details with the like the visuals of that little dash mechanic. So you'll be able to use various abilities to, you know, try not to die. Obviously, you are going to die since this is a roguelike game, but you will respawn at this like sand pit or something. I think I think it's what how it works. Hold on, let me see if they show that in the trailer.
Later.
Well, they didn't show it. But either way, you'll be able to upgrade your characters in between, deaths. So I guess this does make this more of a roguelite than a roguelike, but either way, it's similar to the Hades games, if that helps. So if you've loved Hades 1 or Hades 2, then this could very well be the game for you. The abilities do look like quite a bit of fun. You got like a shield ability, this dash ability, and this one here where it kind of looks like the that gauntlet in the Mandalorian, the Whistling Birds gauntlet, where he fires all those darts and it attacks all the stormtroopers like on their own. So again, this game is coming out on the 30th, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below in the comments what game you're most excited for, if it was on the list or not. Let me know. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.